free. Vinales, Quattararo, Marquez, what a front row. Rookie of the year in the middle of the front row, running a hard race. The men that have more experience either side of him say it will. Alicia Spargo. And Edward's goddaughter, Olivia Williams, was holding his brolly. Jack Miller, I wouldn't let any. So at the back, disaster for him perhaps. We'll wait and see. How can he hold his head up? He's finding it difficult, I'm sure, at the moment. He's getting a good... If it clicks, it'll come back to him, you know that. Track wet. It's not. There's the example that Gab was giving the rider's right-hand side as they go down there, and it literally is through. You heard this man, the doctor, say it's the inconsistent 234 times.
That's not bad, that.
You know, stats are great, of course, but in his case, they are...
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. I know back when he was running the team, he was opportunity there.
People here, and that's surprising me. That's a little less. I don't know where they get these figures from. Out of turn 12, then Onto is looking forward to this. I went outside a moment ago to check the weather myself all weekend so far. Can this man get over his convert that? He's had one win this year so far in 2019. The Grand Prix is go! Maverick a bit slug off the line there. It wasn't good off the line. He's going to be beaten by Fabio Quattararo down the Dillon's corner. Bit of a wheelie though from Fabio Quattararo, and that's knocked the power off. Oh, look! Tripped, and he has taken out. Yes, check that. It is Fabio Quattararo. He has taken out Quattararo. Look like a win of 2019. We'll have to wait until that is for sure.
What was we saying earlier?
Hey, hello, sweet cherry. And if we've got Cal Crutchlow in Australia as well, thinking hard.
We've seen him well inside the top 10. This is not a fluke.
Oh no, he's a brilliant. But out front, Valentino Rossi leads the Grand Prix. Slow start. You find yourself on the outside and checking him up. Unfortunately, Quattararo.
Wow.
He got slow.
Who flicks him opening lap the ball straight into
which you don't know quite where you are in that opening lap.
You know, well, that's what happens.
So Rossi leads from Crutch.
With it,
pick my lottery tickets, will you?
And fifth
on that lap. So Rossi, Crutch, Agro, Maverick Vinales, the pole sitter, back down in 6th place. Jack Owen, Alex Alio, Lorenzo down in 17th place.
Ooh, what? Perfectly, actually.
As usual.
I thought he was going to clip them.
Now, there is the doctor, lead new livery for Sunday's race day here. For him.
He's certainly turned up this weekend. Like I say, the confidence he's gaining, because he's started to lose his keep.
You know they go second. That's where he finished last. He's got a 29.8 at the moment, so Miller is making moves on the 40 weekend. We're out.
Try and lead
100% he's going to try and lead it. The Australian Grand Prix around, they're all going to know it because he smells quite nice.
Last time in a pretty
life or two off. That was in the controversial. Cal Crutchlow pinches the place. What do you say, Neil?
Wait, no, don't you?
The straight then. Let's have a look at the between the Aprilia and everything else. It really is not the motorbike to be. That's the great doctor to 4th place now. He left that door. So then it is Maverick Vinales, the 2-car Marquez.
Jeremy McWilliams.
Yeah, I remember that round here as well. Somewhere I seem to remember.
It was at Silverstone was the last time they left.
In front of Mark, a lap. Oh, that's tight. Breaks in 4th place. So Maverick Vinales has got the other Aprilia. It's Alex Rins, Andrea Dovizioso, 9th. But you know, Alicia Gain is another man that can Rossi out it all nowadays. And that is Alicia back now to 6th place. Cal Crutchlow still lit. Mind, he wouldn't do it on purpose. So Marquez, or rather Honda's first, second, and Zarco is in 13th, well in the points. We figured wet in the first session.
15 seconds, so Zarco's 10 seconds. It just goes from bad to worse. It's the worst conditions for Lorenzo. No confidence.
Marquez through. Maverick Vinales, we know he has, which there's no reason to expect not. But here is much. That's him done and dusted up. This was all when Cal checked up. That ended up having to go wide.
It was really wide. It almost
lucky. He's not had a lot of it this week, has he?
That's true.
He's feeling a bit of those kind of bruises. Live heart rate of Maverick. So Maverick Vinales picks up that place that he was looking for last time. It's in between the two Honda. Higher than his, sitting here with you.
Watch this.
We've got to get it done into the braking area of Doohan's, and I'm not sure Marquez.
He's second a lap faster than what he's.
Whether that soft rear tyre is going to stay with him quite as well. Out front, then it's Crutchlow, then it's Mark. And a second place finisher last year, I'll remind myself, on the Suzuki is now 5th.
I thought I was going to pass him. That's the danger. Watch this.
Cuts himself. Not a lot of room here. That really, absolutely scuffed him. Oh, come that off. When you force a knee slider the wrong way, they can up for it. And 1:29.7. That's the time.
And that's how quick this next lap. What I'm going to say is he'll risk more. He's someone to take a win off him.
28.1. Got a lot in hand if he can get. In fact, in qualifying, it's a second faster than Marc Marquez in qualifying. Pace. Andrea Dovizioso is up to 8th. Still Zarco in the points in 14th.
Fastest laps.
9.4 from him over the line last time. Maverick Vinales get into his rhythm. Mark needs to destroy. We'll wait and see. Was Andrea Iannone having a look round to see who's next up. It's a Ducati, but out just about 0.2 of the sphere.
It's actually
Miller.
So what he's worked out good for Cal this away from everybody else.
Temperature is up. Here comes the Honda. It has gone in speed, and the mid-corner speed of that Yamaha is going to touch Iannone as well. Or two. Cal Crutchow's not given up a place. That's impressive from Alex Rins. He really didn't look. He's on equal. The people trackside are being treated here, aren't they? We've had a great motor, an enthralling final MG as we got to the hairpin and in fourth gear as we. And he's got a bit of
come into the commentary box and said it could rain. It's been forecast rain.
Oliveira, I have to remind you that you hadn't tuned in and wonder where he is. He's not racing. When I went in there, if this rains,
it's been one of those weekends we've got.
And they've got the whole alphabet full.
Yeah, view of it. Oh, it is coming over.
Be accurate. That means it's raining. And to display that flag as soon as it rains, the riders are approaching it into the southern loop.
In battle, and I wouldn't normally say this, for 14th Paul Espargaro.
And the reason is
beat Zarco at all costs. That in the box in the top right-hand corner of the screen.
Well, we saw it earlier on. It's between Zarco and Lorenzo. That's how good this man's going, because Morbidelli's been brilliant. Exactly. Line him. You know what, I reckon listen, he carries on with this momentum.
When they were teammates on the KTM, so look at that.
Of the Yamaha and that mid-corner, the Vizioso, traditional Pramac colours. It's the 63 of Pecco Bagnaia. But there we go, versus...
yeah.
I mean, it's 100th Grand Prix, but he's going to feel it by the end of this.
But because he absolute
Valentino, that is for certain. Spectacular camera angle there, and then you've got to get it all stopped for here. There's a whole trio to go here yet, and that's going to lead onto the Gardner Straight. Then all the Ducatis line up. Dobby was in hot on the pit.
All the bikes are out being warmed up.
Yeah, you know who's brilliant. Need the invitation issue in. So I thought was going to go to the outside of Dobby and try passing around the outside. Pay that. He is,
and it's always by the tactic of coming in really early.
Particularly have shown to be particularly the flag to flag, but it's looking at. Look at Miller as Dobby into
something about when you get to a setup,
particularly this week,
seems to drag the field.
Look at the doctor just up the inside, and you would be a very stable motorbike.
Yeah, well, that's its strategy.
A hard front and a hard rear, and it dropped there
into Honda 2014, the last lap.
Front had no grip.
Rolled off. He did what every rider would do.
Goes to Ducati, and no horses means you go back a place. Can you pinch around the outside as well? The 63.
For the MotoGP bike.
Inside of the doctor into Honda.
Yeah, that'll be a first.
Not quite still in done. He pinned Pecco through Siberia. He's still in front of this bunch at the moment.
I'm impressed with Iannone. So am I. There. I thought he might have dropped
it just for a few early laps. What he did with Fabio the other, just pacing himself against the race lead. All the work, and then Marquez will down. It looks pretty easy.
What's going to be interesting?
Vinales has not pushed. He will have tyres left at the end. Observation there, because you can't make the left-hand side last. Look at that over Lukey's. And then, of course, we get out of it much. Temperature in back in Clermont-Ferrand are feeling the pain. In Crutch, though, is safe. And Ducati. Wow.
He's best where we know that's a Ducati track. It's very consistent on the more difficult this year. And I tell you, the way he's pulling away, he's throwing everything.
Close in here at Phillip Island. And it gets 5th place. Bagnaia sits there at the moment. Machine in the unusual colours, the one Batty, anything about that? Very well indeed. Mind you, Paolo Batty, I thought he'd moved to Honda.
You know me, I get it.
You've seen Rossi getting out onto it a bit steady, which I can't imagine. I was going backwards. The equivalent Apple don't like the fact it's quite as much as he has evolved into doing nowadays. Takes whatever tactic, whatever you've got to do.
You can see facing camera. Let's have a look at it as he gets close to the right side. That looks really. We're going to have a flat key. Definitely
close. Once we've gone,
Marquez won't do. He won't pass Vinales because he's
bike's gone back out again, even wobbling around on a wet track, and that's the calculation he's probably making in his brain right now. You could get an absolute deluge.
Well, that's a fair point.
The excuse I'm trying to make of my example. Are we doing being here for the final 3 Grand Prix, the world champion Vinales to the line, 4 laps to go. Then
do you know the last corner?
Problem being
strategy.
It is now 3/4 laps to go. It's one of those ones where I cannot imagine anybody coming in, they'll risk it.
Unless the deluge and on every corner, raindrops on that camera.
Over it, you think it's raining, you're looking at it looks worse, the track's still got grip. Yeah.
And that's so Marquez, the long left-hand covers, he loves it. Yeah.
To the line, so they are corner, they go, while we look back to Doohan's corner, it's Jack Calcruzzo's already gone through, still in third place. Rins. Wow. This year, isn't he? The closing stages of this season, near...
Big crashes, what I mean, no.
Back at the front, still third, Calcruzzo will be on the podium, barring...
Jaws music, can't you? Dun, 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 dun. Just him over the line. Look how close it is over the line, Keith.
Yeah.
It's only...
Can't see that. Can't see him leaving it that late. They're up then into fourth place. Jack Miller back to the flag now. It's done. Oh, Grand Prix. Don't leave anything on the table. You'll regret that. Will it be this lap? I wonder. That himself up. When they get over the top of Lukey. Some braking advantage there. We've seen him just be able to get on the brake. Really, Mark Marquez has given Maverick Vinales. This is going to be whether Maverick Vinales has got something.
Well, this is the Yamaha section now, Keith. From this point, the neck.
Behind over the top of Lukey Height. Down towards. Oh! He's down on the floor, Maverick Vinales. Wow! He asked for the throttle. He knew he'd got to do it there. It was win it or bin it. He binned it. Maverick Vinales hits the floor. Great effort, man. Has outthought everyone else on the racetrack when he has had the pace all week long. But it is the world champion that wins the Australian Grand Prix by a mile. Now Crutchlow will come through. Big wheelie from Cal. He's won here before. He's second today. Fantastic. And third place is going to be Miller. Jack Miller for Australia. Get Jackass Miller. He's done it.